Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee with Melissa. I'm your host, Melissa. Cheers. This morning, I want to talk about how we measure success. Now, there's no right or wrong way to measure success. And from my experience in health coaching and personal training the last 3 years, is everyone measures success differently. And you really have to find a method that resonates with you. And I'm going to talk a little bit about like how you know if something really resonates with you and what the best yardstick is for you personally, how to find that. So there are thousands of different ways you can measure success. One of them is, say you set a goal to lose X amount of pounds by, in the next 2 or 3 months, or whatever your time frame is. And you make a conscious effort to weigh yourself once a week. Some people weigh each other every day. Just really choose a way to measure it that works best for you. So, for example, if you weigh yourself once a week and you have a goal to lose 2 pounds a week, and if you lost 2 pounds, you've had success. And if you didn't, maybe you're telling yourself that you weren't successful. So this is a way in which we don't have a lot of control over, because especially with weight loss, because we have no control over how and when our body releases any excess fat that it no longer needs anymore. So one way that I like to measure success is by daily activity goals. And this is the way I measure success. For example, if you have a goal, it's really great. I'm not saying it's not okay to set a goal to lose X amount of pounds in X amount of time. However, when you do that and you measure your goal, your success solely on that, it can be a little intimidating. It can cause some anxiety. And I'm saying this from personal experience and from my experience health coaching and training people, because I've trained enough people by now and coached enough people by now that I've worked with a wide variety of personality types, that's for sure. But things work differently for everyone. So sometimes getting on the scale causes people anxiety. And if they didn't lose those pounds, or they gain weight, or the number just didn't budge at all, it's really frustrating for them. So one thing I like to do is, like I said, measure my success by my daily activity goals. So your daily activity goals are what's going to get you to losing X amount of weight in X amount of time. But it's also really I feel like you should say, I want to lose, while it should be measurable, I want to lose X amount of pounds by such and such date, or sooner or later. You want to, it's important to have that time frame on there, but be flexible with it. In Mary Kay, we always said, we don't have deadlines, we have timelines. So while there were some, the quarterly Star Consultant goals that the company ran, yes, we had to finish those to qualify for those, and to earn those rewards, we had to finish those by a certain date that the company said. But that doesn't mean we weren't successful on our journey towards that goal. It doesn't mean we didn't achieve other little goals. So this is why I love daily activity goals, because daily activity goals could be, starting small with, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to drink a glass of water, and then I'm going to have my coffee or tea, and I'm going to go for a walk for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come home, and if I feel hungry, I'm going to make a protein-filled breakfast with healthy fats, healthy protein, and some kind of carbohydrates, if I feel like it. I'm going to follow my intuition with healthy eating. And it could be anything like that. Or I'm going to eat a salad every day for lunch. Or I'm going to plan my meals and actually stick to my meal plan. So those are the activities that are going to get you to the end goal. All right? So that's how I like to measure success, is by my daily activity goals. You could also measure it by how you're feeling. There are some people I've coached in the past, and oftentimes I remember this one gal I had last year, she was doing everything she needed to do. She was exercising regularly, not too much and not too little, just the right amount. And she sent me everything she ate in a week, and it was very clean. And what we needed to do is just create that mindset shift. And once we did that, after about 3 or 4 weeks, she really started feeling better. Like, not just physically where the weight was kind of melting off, but it was where she was emotionally and mentally feeling better, more positive, more energetic, and just an overall happier feeling in her life. And that was huge for her, huge. So, and I share her story with you because that's another way to measure success. Like, how do you feel emotionally? Are you happier? Do you have less anxiety? Are you experiencing bouts of depression less often? So there are so many ways to measure success. The key is to experiment with different ways and see what resonates with you, see what motivates you, figure out what inspires you. And that's part of my role as a health coach and a personal trainer too. You know, I program your workouts specifically for you, but I'm also here to coach you. And I often do a little bit of health coaching with my training clients, even if they didn't sign up for it, because I feel like that's a just big part of being a personal trainer, is making sure we're covering all areas of lifestyle. But really part of my role is to help guide you in that, to help ask you the right questions, to get you thinking and to help you find the answers within. We all have the answers inside us. Sometimes we just need a little help in kind of giving them a little nudge and inviting them to come to the surface and to be seen, heard, and recognized. All right, so I encourage you, figure out what is your best way to measure success, and figure that out. Do some experiments, but stick to it. Find what works best for you. I keep repeating myself with that, but you guys, this whole journey of life, you should not let others influence you too much on what you do with your life, how you live your life. This is all about you. And I mean that in a positive way, to where we all deserve the best. We all deserve to live the life that we want to live. So as you're navigating this journey of life, I invite you to experiment with it and figure out what works best for you and you alone, and also your family. So anyway, I hope this was helpful about really measuring success. This topic has been coming up a lot lately in my personal life, and also in my coaching and training business. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.